see this all the time, and I have no idea how I would handle it. But what do you do when people call you an Uncle Tom?
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Oh, no.
Every poll shows me way ahead.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, boy.
I mean, I know what it is. So I'm just like, how do you handle that? What?
Well, for me, it's like, that's all you got.
That's it? I would be enraged.
Like, oh my goodness, I'm shattered in a million pieces. Oh, no, I really, when I hear people say that, I'm like, okay, you're one of those. You're one of those who actually doesn't have an argument. All you have are character attacks, the character assassinations. Those people who resort to things of that nature, they really have no arguments. It's like the third grader. You're a nasty, icky, sticky, poo-poo head. Okay.
That was epic on third grader terms, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, which it was. It tore you down as a person. You know what I'm saying?
That's when they say you got burned.
Yeah,
bro. Icky, sticky, poo-poo head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that one was pretty hardcore, dog. But that's it. You just brush it off like that.
I typically do, and it kind of lets me know that they're one of those. I'm telling you, it's so. I love debating people like that because I know they have literally zero ideas, so they resort to nothing but name calling because that's all they have.
You know, with the black community, a lot of people are scared to be called it. I think that's what it is. And once when you throw that name out there, they know that it has some type of stick because we're necessarily scared to be called that. Yeah. But, I was thinking about this the other day that when you get this switch in your head that the things that you've seen are different from what you were growing up to be, like rose-colored glasses that you put on, you see a different world. When you take that switch, you never go back. And when they say things like that, obviously, as when I was younger, I didn't want to be called it. Obviously, nobody in the black community wants to be called it. But just like you said, you just validated why my switch just got flipped. Because if you truly felt that way, you would give me something else besides the name to justify what you're claiming. Right. But I can go all day. We could talk all day. Right. And that the call itself, they think that it would hurt them, so they want to give it to us or me. When they don't understand, it doesn't affect me.
Okay. Now, both of you guys have come out as black conservatives. And so between being called Uncle Tom and, I don't know, having
I want the smoke. You want the smoke.
Please,
I want
thank
it.
you.
Keep them coming.
Okay, so what is the smoke? Like, both of you guys have probably had a mutual experience of coming out as a black conservative. I have friends that say, I have gay conservative friends that say it was so much harder to come out as Republican than it was to come out as gay. Yeah. What's your guys' experience been as, fish swimming against the current, shall we say?
Candace Owens had
some fish larger than others.
He ain't talking about me. That's
awesome. Oh, man. But Candace Owens had this famous skit on YouTube where you're coming out as a conservative, as a black conservative. And, first she comes out as gay to her parents. And, it's like, oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. And she comes out to conservatives like, wait a minute. And they have this big entire argument. And it goes at the very end. It's like, why can't you just be gay?
Yeah, you can be gay. You can be gay, but you can't think for yourself. Yes. Don't think for yourself. Don't do that. Dare. Don't you dare do that.
You can't.
Okay, so what are some commonalities of the experience here? Is there like a brotherhood of just like,
within black conservatives?
Like, you've gone through that too. So you know what it's like.
And that's what I was talking about the switch. When you go through life and you have these experiences and you're actually informed on these topics, you get that switch. And I don't even know how to explain it, but that is it. It's a switch. You know what I'm saying? It's a switch in your life bulb where you see the world that we live, like when we talk about the history of the Democrat Party and all that stuff. When you go through this and you finally realize I can't go back. Like, I just can't go back. If I wanted to go back, I cannot go back. And it's
literally like a runaway slave. It's literally like a runaway slave.
Yeah, because they're still on the plantation. Yeah. And when you run and you break free and you get a little bit of that freedom and you taste it, you feel it. It's just, and then you turn around and you look, and those people, obviously in our community, still on the plantation going, you're the house nigga.
You are.
Because you're free.
You think you're better than me.
You think you're better than me. You're free. You think for yourself, and you don't suffer to groupthink. And it's just once you taste that, it's like, I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think might have hurt someone's feelings because I tasted it. I'm never going back.
This freedom tastes too good. Yeah. I'm eating filet mignon, and I was eating slop.
Yeah.
You want me to go back to eating slop and like it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not
And,
going to be able to do that.
and these metaphors is kind of obviously they're metaphors, but it means what we know, the knowledge that we have, the history that we've learned, and the practices in which that we know what works and what does not work.
Yeah.
And all we want to do is what works. We want to be free. We want the best for the black community. And coming out is the sense of, like I said before, it's the new punk rock. Because once when you get that switch, once when you understand what we're talking about, you will never go back.
Dude, this makes me want to go down to the river and get baptized, brother. Like,
Let's go right now.
like I said, I think I was already pretty conservative, but now I want to be bathed in the waters, whatever you're talking about, man.
Hey, the political spectrum has gone so far to the left, that left's radical. Let's bring it back to the right a little bit. Let's tug it back a little
I'm
bit.
down for a little tug of war.
Yeah. Hey, we'll win with you.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Oh no.
Every poll shows me way ahead.